quick interlude here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here in St. Louis, we call the Mound City. Okay, and we know from Cahokia, which is across the river, mm-hmm. which is the where the Cahokia Mounds are. But that's in Illinois. That's mm-hmm. not in Missouri. Now that's a low, flat, swampy area that at one time was literally underneath the Mississippi River. All right, so the idea was that and often in the history books, that the Cahokia was the center of the civilization. Mm-hmm. Like naturally, it's the most beautiful,
the largest city in Native America. Yeah.
But when you go back to archaeological records, when they first came to this area, before there was archaeology, it was mostly treasure hunters. They dug through the mounds that were on the St. Louis side. They literally destroyed them, bulldozed them, dug every part of it. If there was anything inside the mounds, they found it and sold it to the highest bidder. Mm-hmm. It was literally treasure hunting back then. And everyone thought that they were going to find gold in those hills. And nobody found gold. But everybody gave it a shot. So, I mean, it was just decimated. And I believe, personally, that this side, the bluffs that are high above the river, make more sense for a civilization seat than Illinois.
So was it most of Illinois? Those were the burial grounds, though, weren't they?
They were something. They were definitely spiritual, religious, and obviously, I do think there's that connection with the stars. You know, they do map the winter and summer solstice. You know, mm-hmm. every one of the mountains do. All of them, across, up and down. They're maps of astrology, the movement of the stars, and yeah. It's bizarre stuff.
It makes me wonder if we're dumber or if we're smarter.
Well,
in the ancient civilizations.
So I actually have a really easy way to break this down. This is really fascinating. It's like on the winter solstice when the sun stops, you put a little marker. You know, like, okay, this is this. And then the summer solstice, you put a little marker. Well, you don't want anybody messing with this. You got to make it pretty heavy.
Right.
You know, and since you're going all in, why not make it religious?
And you have 4 seasons, so it's got to withhold all the weather.
It has to hold the weather. So they start getting innovative, you know. And it's really as simple as just that time of day, record it.
At this time of year.
Record it. And then just kind of keep recording. Some of these mounds, like the ones in northern Louisiana, are literally just like star charts. I mean, in like complex star charts. Mm-hmm. How'd they do that? Come on. Somebody has to know.
Right.
Theories, aliens, what do we got?
Or is it just thousands and thousands of years of observation and recording?
Or is it thousands? I like that, you know? Like they just...
I mean, what kid doesn't like to lay on their back and look at the stars?
Yeah.
I mean, it's full of... It makes you wonder.
It was a hobby for a lot of people.
So it's kind of like you lay back and stare at the stars for a living, and then you're charting.
I'm imagining the stars now.
There's that dot, that dot,
yeah.
okay, right, that dot, okay, that dot. Yeah. And that would take millennia to record all that data.
I like that.
But it's been millennia.
Yeah.
So
Cahokia?
So maybe we're not any smarter or dumber than we've ever been as a civilization. Maybe we've just developed the technology to help us accelerate it.
Ooh, I see. You're bringing that around.
So
dang, okay.
Maybe the technology is accelerating our stagnant brilliance for millennia.
I mean, maybe. Or maybe the really, really smart ones are under contract and they can't speak about what they know. That's my theory.
Careful, I'll sue.
All right, that's been an interlude. That was a fun one.
That was fun.
All right, let's see if I even got it. Hey, we're still recording. Good.